Hello, what's up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR and welcome to Ask KGR. I used to do a series called Ask Me Mondays where every Monday it would be the Ask Me Anything stuff and I would answer as many questions as I could. But eventually I ran out of questions and I got kind of sick of it anyway. So in my I Need Your Help video, I had you guys ask me a bunch of questions and we're going to answer most of those. If you want to keep this series going, be sure to ask even more questions here. But there's going to be some questions I'm just not going to answer because I feel like some of them I can't really answer in a video. So if I either accidentally skip your question or intentionally skip your question, you can hit me up in my DMs, whether it be like Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, whatever's more comfortable for you. Just ask me in there and I'll be more than happy to properly answer your question. Alright. So we're going to start off with Giant Grodel asking, do you have any pets that live with you in your apartment? And if yes, what pets do you have? Now, when I lived at home, I had a couple of cats. But unfortunately, we have a cat here. This is Michaela's cat, though. And my cat and her cat don't like other cats. So unfortunately, I had to leave my cats behind at my parents' house. And we have her cat. So let me show you her. She's been in videos multiple times. By not my choice. Alright, here you go. This is Chloe. You wanna sit on my desk? Yeah, Chloe. Alright, I guess we'll move on to the next question then. Which figure that is coming out are you most excited about? So there's a lot coming out in this next year, and even a lot of stuff that's not even haven't been announced yet. But the ones I have pre-ordered right now, I don't know, it's a tough call because there's the SH Figuarts Naruto that are coming out, like the young Naruto and Sasuke that I've wanted for years. There's the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man coming out, and there's also the amazing Yamaguchi Hawks, that looks really nice. But I think the one I'm the most excited for is probably the Nendoroid Sackboy. When I saw that, I think that one had me the most excited. Either that or the Narutos. Because I was like ecstatic for both of those announcements. So it's a tie between the Naruto and Sasuke and the Sackboy. Okay, so JM Animation has a couple of questions. Who or what inspired you to become the YouTuber that you are now? Which that one's a tough call because when I first started trying to make videos, besides having just goofy videos with my friends, I was watching Beybladers like Beyblade Geeks, which is surprisingly still going at over 1 million subs, and Beyblades 24/7, which he was just showing off Beyblades, battling them, and also selling them on his own personal shop, which is a good strategy, not gonna lie. So both of them inspired me to make Beyblade videos, but I was doing those in my senior year of high school, so it was embarrassing, so I had to like do it in secret. And then after that, when it came to gameplay stuff, I used to watch Brain Scratch commentaries a lot, so I knew I wanted to like play video games and record them for YouTube. I had no idea how, but thankfully this Wii reviewer that I used to watch, his name was Frequency. He made a video like discussing like how he records his videos, and it was with composite stuff like the yellow, white, and red cables. So he taught me how to use a Dazzle capture card in his video, and I just kept upgrading equipment from there. But when it comes to like making face videos like this, I'm not entirely sure what inspired me because I always wanted to have an audience ever since I was a little kid. I loved doing plays when I was a kid and doing presentations until a traumatic experience happened and I just never wanted to be in front of an audience ever again after that, except for after high school where there's no drama and not as much pressure, I guess. I don't know. No grading systems. When it comes to reviewing action figures though, I think I'm gonna thank Pixel Dan for that one though. But when it came to like figure news and just front-facing videos like this, I don't know, I'm gonna take that for myself. And then your favorite game series like Crash, Mario, or Sonic. Honestly, you kind of nailed it right there. Because I feel like Mario's the most polished. Like when it comes to mainline Mario games, like you can almost do no wrong. When it comes to Crash Bandicoot, he was always my favorite since I was a little kid. And whenever I see anything Crash Bandicoot, I get excited. But I feel like Sonic might become my new favorite because not only do I have more stuff of Sonic, because there's more merch for it out there, but Sonic's the only one that's like staying prominent despite like being good or bad. Like they just have more stuff coming out rather than Crash. So with that said, with the new Crash game coming out, I'm not sure how to feel about it yet. I'm gonna wait until more stuff comes out. I'm still gonna buy it, but like I'm just not like as die hard to play it rather than like the Sonic Frontiers DLC. So I think that says something now. Besides that, like I loved Guitar Hero, Kingdom Hearts was great. I like Final Fantasy VII a lot, but like I feel like Final Fantasy VII as alone can be a series instead of Final Fantasy as a whole franchise. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers that question. Will there be more collection videos in the future besides game collections? I like that one a lot because I've done a collection video of my Crash Bandicoot stuff, and that was a massive project and I never want to do anything that massive ever again. However, there are some things I do want to showcase, like my Pops collection. One video I do want to do, it's going to be really obscure, my movie theater poster collection. I still have like at least 4 posters I have to frame, and each poster costs me anywhere from like $25 or maybe $40 a piece. So I can't afford to frame all those right now, but whenever I do, I'm definitely going to do that video showcasing all of those. Besides that, I'm not really sure what else to show off without it being overwhelming. Because if I show off all my Jazzwares figures, I could possibly do that, but that might feel a little overwhelming because I got empty pretty much almost 2 full shelves. But I would love to make more collection videos. We can definitely see that happening. Okay, what kind of camera do you use to record your videos and live streams? So there's like this is a 2-parter because I also want to go over the microphone as well because microphones are just as important as the camera. So when it comes to the camera that we're using right now to record this video, we are using a DSLR. We are using a Canon Rebel SL2. Now that's slightly out of date. It's still perfectly usable now. Definitely the absolute bare minimum now. There's more cameras out there that have a lot more features that you can do, like using it to be a webcam as well, or stuff like that. But this one is just a DSLR, like nothing special about it. And then when it comes to the microphone that I use for it, I use a video mic from Rode, the NTG. The Rode Video Mic NTG. There we go. It's a shotgun mic. It mounts on top of my camera, points directly at me, and tries to soften out everything else surrounding it. So that's why whenever I like talk over here, it sounds a lot quieter. So I apologize for that. This cat got this desk so hairy. Oh my goodness. But then when it comes to my live streams, that's a completely different set of equipment. I use Elgato products. I use the Elgato Facecam as my webcam, which they have a pro version out now, which is a really, really good webcam from what it looks like. So I want to try that out myself, but it's like $300, so it's not happening anytime soon. And then I also have the Elgato Wave 3. It's one of a few microphones from Elgato. It's a dynamic mic, so it also records it in cardioid, so it's almost the same deal as the shotgun mic where it tries to record directly from in front of you and tries to mute out everything else around it. However, it is a very sensitive mic, so I'm not sure how good of a job it does like that, but like it's definitely a good mic. Okay, what was one series you've done that you wish would have taken off more? I love this question because this is from Sean Watkins. He's been there since the very beginning. Every series I've done, I feel like did fine enough. When it comes to Let's Plays, I'm happy they didn't really take off because it was cringe. Watching it now is very difficult. When it comes to Asking Mondays, I feel like I lasted as long as it needed to. Same thing with the Mario Maker videos, like my blood pressure couldn't take it anymore, so I had to stop that. There was only one video, it wasn't really much of a series, but one video I wish would have taken off more was my Stuart Little video, where I just rant about how much I hate that movie. But besides that, I feel like I've been perfectly content with everything I've done for my channel. What do you like most about Toy Story 2 on PS1? Well, I love Buzz Lightyear, so I love the fact that he's the main character that you play as the whole time. But I think my favorite thing about that game is the scale of it, where like it really captures the perspective of being a toy in this giant world where it's not really all that big. That and the soundtrack's pretty awesome too. I have a fun time listening to that music. And I love the worlds in that game too. I think my favorite world in that game is probably going to be the toy store, the Alice Toy Barn. Alright, can you solve a Rubik's Cube? No. What is your least favorite Sonic figure? This one's tough, because I like most what I have. The only one I don't really like all that much is the one from Tomy, because it just didn't really do much. Like, it has the same articulation mostly as the Resource figure. It just didn't have a big lineup at all. Like, it was a very disappointing line. But it's just a standard. Actually, no, I'll pull it out real quick. Yeah, this Sonic from Tomy, like, I'd say is my least favorite. It's not a bad figure at all. It's just, it has nothing really going for it because it didn't have a big lineup with other characters, and it doesn't really bring anything new to the table. When you were in high school, did you play any sports, or were you not into any sports? No. I mean, I liked volleyball. I wasn't good at it, but I liked volleyball. But when it came to, like, doing sports after school, I did absolutely none of that because I just wanted to go home. But outside of school, though, I'd play basketball with my friends. I wasn't good at that either, but I still had a good time with it. I wanted to try tennis, wasn't good at it. I liked badminton a lot. But in all honesty, I feel like volleyball was probably my favorite sport out of all of them. Are you getting Pokemon Scarlet and Violet when it comes out later this month? That question just shows how long ago I made that video and never did anything with it, so I apologize for that. Originally, I got Scarlet and Violet. However, it was a bad financial time because a lot of things were breaking. So I had to fix all of that, like getting a new PC, repairing my phone, and it turns out I bought another phone anyway, which we'll get into that in another video. But since it is a glitchy mess, I'm gonna pass for now. I am very curious though. I hear a lot of people love this game. I do want to try it out. However, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it, I guess. I don't know. Like, I've kind of been tapped out of Pokemon for a while. Like, within 12 months, we got Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Legends, Arceus, as well as Scarlet and Violet. And it feels like it was within a 12-month frame. And it's just become so overwhelming. Like, new games come out and they automatically announce the next ones, and it just becomes too much. And I think that's what made me tap out of it. Out of PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is your favorite? Obviously, I'm playing 5 the most because it's the most recent one and it looks really nice. However, I feel like I'm the most nostalgic for the 3, especially the one that's backward compatible. I grew up with a slim one, but with a backwards compatible PS3, you have like 3 generations to play with. And making it my media center as well, that was really awesome at the time. But now with streaming services being so prominent as they are now, like I can pretty much do all of that on my PS5. So, I don't know, I feel like the generation of PS3 definitely hit different for me. If they can bring back PlayStation Home or something very equivalent to that for PS5, then it might be my favorite again. But until then, no, it ain't doing it. I think 3 might be my answer. Okay, what are some games that you're interested in playing, old or new? When it comes to, like, every year, I feel like I play the same games over and over. Like Mario 64, Sonic Adventure, and maybe Sonic Generations, and maybe Sonic 06. And maybe a Crash game or two. I don't know. But when it comes to newer games, I love playing Spider-Man. I love playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm actually in the middle of a playthrough playing that again for the 3rd time. But when it comes to newer games coming out, I guess I'm really looking forward to the new Final Fantasy VII, the Rebirth. Spider-Man 2, the new Crash game I'm interested in, the Sonic DLC I'm very excited for. I also like Mario World on the Super Nintendo. That one's one of my first video games actually, so I like to go back to that and play that every once in a while. Alright, next, who is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh character of all time and why? I don't know, because I love the design for Yugi. But I like Joey a lot because he's probably the most relatable character in the whole series. But I also like Kaiba because Blue Eyes White Dragon. So I don't know, it's tough. Because I like the Blue Eyes archetype, like that's my main deck that I do. Yugi, especially as an action figure, amazing. I love him. But I feel like Joey is the best character out of all of them now. What if I don't want to ask a question? Well, then you're a turd. How excited are you for Sonic Frontiers? Again, this shows how long it's been since I made that video. I have platinumed that game. It's the first game I ever platinumed. And I'm so excited to play the DLC. And I've been so excited to play that game again. I kind of want to get on every platform to be a psychopath. I want to play on PC because mods. I want to play on PS4 so I can play it at my parents' house. I want to get on Xbox just because I can. And Switch so I can play it portably. But I don't know when that's going to happen because that's a lot of money to just throw away essentially. What is the best PS5 game so far? I don't know. Because my favorites so far are technically PS4 games that just got remastered for PS5. Spider-Man and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, baby. How big is your PS5 collection? I will show you. As you can tell, not very big at all. But this is not absolutely everything. There's still some digital games I got as well, like Stray, the Uncharted remaster, and I don't know what else. But for a majority, this is most of the collection. And even then, there's 2 copies of Sonic Frontiers in here because one of them is Japanese. Did you ever play Club Penguin as a kid? No. It's not that I didn't want to. There was definitely a lot of MMOs and stuff I wanted to play as a kid. It's just I never had a good computer with internet. For the longest time, I had a computer with like either Windows 95 or 98 with no internet, by the way. And then when I got into my senior year of high school, from 2011 to 2012, I managed to get a half-decent computer. I still couldn't do shit with it, but I had internet, so I could at least hop on YouTube and other stuff on my home consoles, like my PlayStation. So unfortunately, I missed out on Club Penguin. I missed out on, there's a Toontown, whatever the Disney one was. I missed out on Fusion Fall. I missed out on a lot of stuff. And I'm sad, because I used to see commercials for them all the time. What is your favorite Nintendo YouTuber? I'm not entirely sure, because I like beat-em-ups as a person, but I don't watch all of his videos. I like Wolfden a lot, but even then, I wouldn't primarily call him a Switch YouTuber much either. I feel like that's what got him famous, that's what got him like off the ground, but like I wouldn't consider him a full-on Nintendo YouTuber though. He's just into tech that talks about a lot about Switch stuff and just peripherals in general. So I don't really know how to answer that question. But when it comes to my favorite YouTubers, I'm not sure, because I used to love Carbon9456. When it comes to the Let's Play format, he was definitely a huge inspiration for that. But I feel like a lot of my favorite YouTubers have pretty much gone with the wind. But when it comes to people I watch now, I mean, I watch Spawnwave, I watch Game Explain sometimes, I watch Wolfden a lot, I watch, I don't know, some call me Johnny. I watch a large variety of stuff, because I watch like gaming, I watch tech. I don't really watch vlogs or anything, but I don't know, it varies. There's a lot of YouTubers I like, but I don't like look up to some of them like gods, except for Review Tech USA. That's my man.
I'm doing this video shirtless, baby. Shirtless. Let's get into it.
And I think that covers it. I thought there was a lot more than I thought. Okay, never mind. So, that covers it for Ask KGR. Thank you so much for all those questions. If you want this series to keep going, like I said, keep asking more questions. I might do this again in the future. Maybe I won't. I promise you guys a new intro for hitting 10,000 subs. We're at 11,000 subs now, and I still haven't done it. So, whoops. So if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description, there's going to be my social medias, so make sure you follow me on those. And thank you guys for watching. I love you guys to death, and I'll see you on the next one. So peace, peace.